Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where I need to hit the correct button to get it to appear. There we go, perfect. Where we almost have a rebellion on our hands here. In 6 months, that'll be fine, and of course that'll be Caucasian Albania, which is over here. We are basically going to be in position for that. That's fine. We do need to get Udi Dorsey built back up, so that's the thing. It'll happen eventually. We'll get this colonized. But for right now, that's not really a thing. 6 stability. Minus 5% religious tech investment. You know what? We'll do it. Now, this is going to be still going away in 5 months here. We could start building a road. We kind of have one over here. I would like to build roads, but these rebellions are making that slightly problematic for right now. Definitely something to be thinking about, but we could easily start building a road up over this direction. Now, it'll take a couple months to get that amount of road built, and that will buy some time while we're waiting for Caucasian Albania to rebel. So that'll be fine. We can get that started. I just don't want these guys to be black flagged, ideally. We can also see about building additional farming settlements, but we don't have any of those to build. So we can work on our research. That wouldn't be the worst thing. We're doing reasonably economically right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at what libraries would look like. Only the one for right now. So instead, we'll build that one, but we'll also look at some of our academies here. Now, local noble happiness is maybe the best way to sort this. I'm not entirely sure. Local noble desired ratio is probably the worst way to sort it, I think? Or just a monthly civilization increase. That might not be a terrible idea. Just go by that. Okay. At this point, we are going to start heading over this way. Now, this is Caucasian Albania up here. We're kind of heading away from what our target is going to be, but we'll just get this one road built and then turn back around. Now, we are reinforcing this army over here, the Legion. That's fine. This is still a settlement over here, so we're going to want to upgrade that for sure. We're just lacking in the political influence on that front, and we're going to have that... Oh, it is under construction. I'm a moron. Right, I forgot about that. Excellent. The Seleucid Civil War is over. We didn't really expect much out of that. They were only like 5%. So, yeah, 5.44 is their threshold. So, nothing too major there. They're at war with Pontus. And there's Albania. Fantastic. So, we're going to stop building a road, and all of this up this way rebelled. We're going to make our way up there. They're going to move up into Tizur. It's very rude of them, but what are you going to do? They're going to go kill some pops up here. We didn't take this for its pops, of course, so that's fine for now. Now, Colchis is going to be 6 months after this, and they're off over this way. They're a little bit unhappy right now, for sure, and once they rebel, we're happily going to turn them over to religious conversion. That'll be a big deal for us. So, I mean, these guys can't fight us, right? We're going to walk up there, and yeah, they're going to move some slaves around. They didn't even kill a pop there, so we're reasonably happy with that. I think that's fine. Wouldn't mind building an additional academy, and we'll just go ahead and do that. Excellent. Now, oddly, Tizur is still upgrading. Sure. I mean, they have to take this fort before they can auto-cap. They moved a slave around there. Not too bad. And we're going to be hitting their capital momentarily. Of course, there's also this one out over here. It's actually auto-capping back here. They're going to move up here. That one will auto-cap, but that's fine for now. We do require a high priest, and our Legion of Armenia is low on food. This isn't shocking. We'll put this guy in. He is, in fact, the most qualified. Cool. So he'll get there eventually. Omen power is not the biggest of deals right now, but it'll do. Tizur is now a city. Good for them. Okay, so these guys just declared war on us. Are we scared of them? I feel like we're not. Okay, well, we're going to raise our primary levy here. And for now, we're going to send it over here, where it's reasonably close to being supported. Actually, we're going to send it up over here. Here. These guys are moving in. We don't see any other forces on this front. I wouldn't mind taking territory over here. We've been using them as a buffer against the Seleucids, but now that we have this border with the Seleucids anyway, I feel like it's not that big of a deal. So we're going to get rid of this, and we're definitely going to fight these guys. The question is, do we need mercs? This is 8,500. They're not the greatest of mercs. We could hire, like, these guys. And we're going to do that. We're going to put them onto unit reorg. And we're going to get them moving immediately. Let's see, I'm just looking at the way their capitals are laid out. Okay. We're going to get them moving down over here. They move pretty slowly, and this is unroaded territory. That's fine. Now, Colchis is also rebelling against us. This was expected. And actually, I'm going to send these guys up to deal with Colchis instead. We're going to send the mercs up there. Now, we knew that this was coming, and it's okay. The others are a long ways away. So I'm not too threatened by this still. These guys are going to be heading over here. We're going to have this siege done fairly soon. Okay. So that's the Colchis Rebellion and the Albanian Rebellion. We have ticking war score because we control... What province are they after? What province are they after? Hang on. This is... Parsatunic. And that is this one right here. Okay, good to know. So if that's what they're after, that's fine. I mean, I'm assuming they have more troops than what we see here. For sure. That's going to be their legion there. They've got 7 heavy cavalry, 3 cavalry archers, and 6 light infantry. That's a pretty mediocre setup there. 4.27 versus our 3.63. We may want to consider bumping up our army maintenance. So we would still not be running a deficit at maximum army maintenance. So we're going to do that. That'll be great. We're going to have this finishing up soon. These guys are going to arrive up here eventually. They're still replenishing their morale. We need this fort to fall. That is like a super high priority right now. It has to happen. Because we need to free this up. Okay, for the time being, I'd like to hit their legion. I don't know how well we're going to do against their legion, but I think we win that. 4.27 versus 3.97. So they have slightly higher morale, but our numbers are much higher. We haven't gotten this tick yet, sadly. We're going to have this guy head up over this way. We're going to stop reorging and just have him march. I don't think we need more morale than this. Wow, 57. We failed that roll again. That's sad. Okay. Any moment now, guys. Any moment, finish up that siege. Come on. This will clean up a lot of this once we're done with that. So that'll be fine. 64. Oof. Come on. Get that siege done. Yeah, they're coming down here and taking the Wargle. We have to contest that. So we're going to contest that Wargle. We finally won this siege. Okay. Beautiful. Head on over. So we're going to take back this territory. This will auto cap. We're going to see about chasing down this force, ideally. And of course, we're coming down to contest the Wargle over here. At this point, the Albanian Rebellion. Would they accept this? No, we don't have it fully occupied. Okay. Just checking. Assuming no one else piles in, we should be okay here. We'll have this war wrapped up very shortly. We are still very positive to the point where we could even hire a 4th Merc Force. And we may want to think about doing that. We need 100 gold for it, so we'd have to wait for a month tick. But let's move in over here. These guys are ticking or just occupation? Just occupation. Okay. So we're going to move in over here, attempt to fight this force. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're going to move up to here. And then move over. Okay. So we're going to get this finished up. We won this battle, as expected. Move in and siege that. Okay. At this point, they accept this. Beautiful. So we're just going to lose half a point of AE at this point. I would like to be at 0 AE. That will be important. And we need to come down over this way. Cool. Now, we may or may not win this, apparently. Where are they? Oh, they're actually in this province. They don't look like it, but they are. Cool. So they have higher morale, better quality, and the terrain is to their benefit, but we have a stronger army. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Very even thus far. Now we're winning. Perfect. So that's exactly what we want to see right now. We're going to hit this over here and start a siege. We push these guys out of here. This is their primary strongest force. And they're losing. So that's perfect. We're now confident. And these guys, they're going to move up over here and recapture this city. Okay. Sounds good to me. Now, I would like to hire another Merc Force. And we're going to hire these guys. $12.49 per month. That's a little bit more than we're making. Not a lot, but a little bit. 12.49. 8.85. Okay, we'll get this one. Cool. We'll put them onto unit reorg for right now. I do expect that we're going to be negative very briefly here. We're not going to go into the negative in the treasury, but we're going to be for like 1 month down a little bit. So we're going to stop that, and then these guys are going to head up here, try to capture this force, or catch this force, rather. These guys are going to lock in over here. We're going to finish our take back here, and then we're going to come up and fight these guys. Like so. Okay, they're actually moving down to here. That's what I thought. They don't want to fight. As expected. And yeah, that's the Colchis force. Losing 25 political influence for 10 morale of armies is actually really good right now. We'll take that. Fact of the matter is, we're winning right now, and that's a big deal. So where are those barbarians at? Up here? Not a lot we can do about that at this exact moment, sadly. We're going to move up over this way and see about catching that force. These guys will eventually finish that siege. It'll take a while. And yeah, they're going to continue pillaging up there. This siege will eventually happen as well. We lost 0 troops and killed 500 of theirs. Straight up stack wipe. Beautiful. That's what I wanted to see. These guys are going to start moving southward. Now, ticking war score is currently against us, but we knocked another army out of here, and we're going to come down. Soon we're going to invade their territory. I mean, we already have over here, but soon we're going to do a proper invasion of their territory. They declared on us. This is a defensive war, but we are taking their land for it. How much? As much as we feel like we can get away with, is the answer. Okay, so we're heading on down over here. We're going to cap this, or are we going to chase him? No, we're going to cap it. I want the ticking war score. These guys can actually be redirected to chase over this way. That'll be fine. Minus 21% over here. These barbs are going to continue rampaging for a while, but they lose troops every time they do, and they'll stop eventually. Okay, so we recap this, and we head on down. Excellent. Minus 14 over here. Our Legion will be finishing that soon. Minus 14 here as well. Okay. These guys will be arriving over here eventually. We recap this. They disappear, but we know that they're coming this direction, presumably heading for the war goal. We cap this back, and we're going to head up north. Okay, just checking on our other progressions there. Cool. So far, this appears to be going swimmingly. These guys are going to be no longer viable soon enough. If they're still rampaging after we finish this siege, we can send these mercs after them. That'll be fine. Okay, we're going to head up over this direction. These mercs are going to cap back this territory for now. Cool. I mean, these guys don't have much that they can do, right? There's very little that they can do here. We're going to catch a force. That's beautiful. 21% and 21%. Good. We do have another provincial rebellion happening in 7 months over here. That's something to think about. I do want to grab this province and make sure that they are on religious conversion. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. We'll cap this back. Soon we'll have this force freed up. They're going to invade this fort. We're on the defensive right now, but that will change soon. It looks like the barbarians are gone, so we're going to have these guys come up here and be prepared for this rebellion, which will be in 7 months at this moment. Cool. Going to head over this way, see if we can head off these guys. These mercs have taken back this territory. They're going to invade down over here. I don't know why they declared this war. They can't win it. It's very strange. Our legion is going to attack over here, and we are... Actually, we have to turn around over here. But can we take this territory? Yes. There we go. Okay, so we'll lose just the 5 points of culture happiness there. That'll be fine. These guys are going to chill over here, as I said. I want to check supply situations. We'd have to sit here. Actually, let's just turn around and just sit exactly where we were for the time being. We need to move this over into religious conversion as well. There we go. And our invasion is going to begin now. I mean, they declared on us. This is their own doing. We're 22% war score right now. And ticking is on our side. We've won every battle. I don't know why they declared this, in all honesty. They never really had a chance. I guess they were trying to declare it when we were busy dealing with these rebellions, but it was never going to work. So we're going to head on down over this way, pursuing this force. We did lose our governor in Albania. We'll put this guy in. And this should absolutely be on religious conversion for right now, so we'll go ahead and do that. Cool. So, I mean, there's only a few locations we have to hit here. Basically, this shape here, these two up here, and this fort. And this war will be completely and totally under control. We have these guys holding up here. And in fact, we may want... I don't think we stack wipe their legion. We may want to back off on our compensation right now for our military. I'm thinking about it. For now, these guys are going to go hit the capital and begin a siege there. This fort will fall very shortly. Now, we are running low on manpower. There's no doubt about that. This war is definitely not going well for them. Okay. Trade influx, huh? Yeah, come on in. Strike the earth. Beautiful. So we're minus 35 over here. We're going to have these guys come down this way. We got civic advances, and to that end, I want to continue working on our religious advances. I would like to continue to head down to... I mean, national population growth is good and all. I would like to move down to something along the lines of... I mean, anything that increases our conversion would be nice. Ruler popularity gain. State religion happiness. National population growth is really good. Don't get me wrong. Moving down to bread stamp might not be awful. In fact, let's go ahead and do it. Let's start heading that way. So this is their legion here. They're up to 11K. So to that end, we're actually going to turn these guys back around. These guys are a bit of a threat. We're going to move them up with our legion and look to eliminate their legion. We need to reinforce up here, because our legion has taken some serious damage. Now, these guys did rebel. This was fully expected. And we're going to move in our mercs to go deal with that. Cool. So we're about the same distance away as they are. And they have decided not to fight that. We're going to remain here for the moment. This siege will end very, very soon. Any siege tick now. And as long as they're here, they've decided to go. I'm letting them lock in. They chose not to lock in there. Now, this did not end on that siege tick. I was hoping that it would, but no such luck there. We won a battle over here. Cool. And we're going to continue to siege there. Now they're coming in again. They chose not to again. This is fascinating. I don't know why they're doing this, but we are reinforcing our legion at this point. Okay, we won that siege. In we go. We will handily win this battle. Perfect. Now this siege is going to take a bit. No doubt about it. But this battle is over. Very, very over. I doubt that they can replenish their legion again. We'll see if they can, but I highly doubt it. Now, technically, we lost more troops than they did there, but that's okay. So we're going to take our legion down over here. We're going to go down there with our levy as well. We want to keep those forces together for the time being. We lost our steward, and we'll go ahead and put in this guy as the most qualified. Okay. So down we go. And actually, we should go hit this city, is where we should hit. Minus 14% over here. They are taking our capital, which is rude, but I'm not super surprised about that. That's fine. The Bosporan Civil War has ended. Okay, I mean, there's not much of the Bosporan Kingdom left, if I'm honest. The question is, what are we going to end up wanting from this? Now, they're capping this with only 500. That makes me a little surprised. I thought that they would need 1,000, but that is the war goal, so we'll have to keep that in mind. However, we're going to have their capital incredibly soon here. White Peace is being imminent, or is imminent, because the war goal has not been, as we have defended the war goal for long enough in the following wars. Okay. I mean, that's fine. So we're going to take this territory over here. These guys are going to continue moving. Our siege of their capital is going to end very soon. We almost have everything we need over here, is the thing. Martial advances. Okay, cool. So we could send this down the Marshall tree and go for, like, fighting season for additional supply limit. That is an option. Starting experience, sure. Loyalty of generals is not a bad thing, by any means. Alternatively, we could continue to go down the religious tree. Grab this sweet, sweet population growth and additional food. Sure, we'll do it. Okay. So, next up, of course, these guys are going to move to Patina. This siege will be finished soon. This siege will also be finished soon. Beautiful. So they're losing a lot of ground here, right? No matter how we slice it, this is not going well for them. And we just won both of these sieges. So these guys are going to turn around. They're going to head up over like so. These guys are going to turn around. They're going to head down to our capital for the time being. Once all of this is grabbed, we should be able to end this rebellion. Wait, no, we can't. We're going to have to grab this as well. Okay. For now, that'll be fine. Our Legion is also going to turn around once it's done with this cap and head over here. Beautiful. We catch this force, and we're actually going to cap this back. This should stack wipe, I think. We can call down this Omen. That'll be fine. Now, we're at 0 aggressive expansion at the moment. This is completely okay. So we won this battle. It didn't stack wipe, but we'll go ahead and take this over. Beautiful. And we're going to be hitting their final fort out over here soon. I want these guys to head up here. These guys are all in full retreat. As far as the rebellion goes, we will go ahead and get rid of that. And we don't really want to get rid of the culture happiness, if at all we can help it. So we're immediately going to swap this over to religious conversion. And these guys, they can head down here, see if they can intercept this force. Beautiful. I want to wrap up this war this episode, ideally. I don't know how long this siege is actually going to take. I would prefer if it didn't take a huge amount of time. Why are you guys... Oh, right, you can't go there because of the fort. That would be true. Well, go ahead and start the siege over there. Of course you'll join the king. Now, we could end this war basically whenever we want. And the question is, how much are we actually going to take? Do we need this fort, is what I'm asking. Are we going to fully take their territory? Like, all of their territory? That's the question. Now, we'll take this back, sure. And these guys are moving over this way. We'll have these guys come in from the south. We'll swap these as soon as our siege engineers arrive there. There we go. And they're just pinned in here. There's nothing they can do there. These guys are taking attrition all the time, and they're not really able to do anything. Cool. So we're at 99% war score right now. If we took everything that we have occupied over here, how much AE would that be? I mean, that would be 48 AE. Which means if we took this, we'd be over the 50 marker. Even at 48, the Seleucid are fairly likely to be upset at us. So I feel like we should take a smaller bite here. Specifically, we don't take this. And maybe we don't take this. 31. That's still a lot of AE. Let's do it, but I'm going to be slightly upset. Or rather, the Seleucids are going to be slightly upset. So we should probably immediately take a look here. We're still at plus 17 here. We should bump up our improved relations for sure. We'll go improve opinion with them right now. And let's get rid of our levies. There we go. We're also going to get rid of our merc forces immediately. They're movement locked currently, which is rude. But we're going to get these guys moving, like, up over to here for right now. Okay. And this lacks a governor. We're, of course, going to need to put one in. And we'll put in this guy. Now, we're immediately going to switch this over to religious conversion. There we go. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, hopefully the Seleucids won't be too upset at us. But if they are, they are. That is just fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.